Or record? Or record? Aliens. Oh, hi. It's your boy Ray. Today is October 20th, 2013, and I'm recording this vlog really early in the morning. It is almost 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning because I'm probably going to go to sleep an hour later, and I'm going to wake up and, well, I want to get my food, but I want to start playing video games because I have so many games to play, man. So many games to play. And I still haven't finished my calories, so protein, one serving protein powder, and one serving of almond milk. It's like the 30 calorie stuff. Ooh, ooh. I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, I have so many games to play, man. I'm still trying to maintain my Animal Crossing New Leaf Village because I don't want to lose my villagers, especially Bob the cat. I'm never trading Bob the cat. Julian's kind of second on the list. Julian the unicorn. I don't want to lose him. I don't want my friend to take those villagers from me. What else? I'm trying to put some time into Pokemon X. I completed it last week, but it's like I had some things where I wanted to do, but I just didn't have time to do it because I was playing other games. And I also started playing or I also picked up Borderlands 2 recently because of the Borderlands 2 Loot Hunt Sweepstakes. $100,000 in prize money. Ooh, ooh. And so I started that last week, so kind of late, which I feel bad, but I'm right with it. I'm right with it. It doesn't matter. But ooh, what was I talking about? Yeah, Borderlands Loot Hunt Sweepstakes. So started that up. I learned a lot about my cycle class the last couple of days. It eventually came to the point where I got him to 72. I haven't tried out the Digistruck Peak yet, so I still need to do that. And what else? But yeah, I learned a lot about him. I started soloing Power Pete by myself, and I put up a video on my video game playlist where I exploded him. Explosion! Ugh! So it's actually kind of cool. So check that out on the playlist if you're interested in that video game stuff. But anyways, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Bodybuilding plan for the week. What's the plan for the week? Keep doing the same thing that you've been doing. So no, not much changes for this week. I just got to keep things up. Really think about progression overload and just keep pushing the weight and keep increasing the weight, and just try to just don't stop. Just don't stop. I do still see like a lot of weak areas about myself that I need to work on, but it's stuff like that takes time, and I feel like I need more time. I feel like I need a year, but whatever, whatever. I just want to. Bodybuilding for me is kind of more of a fun activity, so I like to say that I'm serious in the training, but when it comes to like competition and stuff like that, I'm not serious to win it. I'm more about being able to step on stage, and I want to step on stage in a better condition than I ever was compared to last year. And that's the aim. That's the biggest aim goal, the end game goal for me right now for next year is to step on stage, not looking like last year, but like 100 times better than last year. So that's the goal for me. So weightlifting, just keep doing the same. Nutrition, same thing. My weight's going up. I was 157 today, so I'm pretty good. I want to be able to end this prep or this off season at 160 before I start cutting down. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Um, I want to start looking for like food alternatives. Which is like you know um the almond milk here. It's 30 cal compared to like the 60 or 90 ones that I usually buy on a weekly basis. And it's kind of just testing the grounds on food alternatives because I feel like that's going to be something that I'm going to be screaming about the most. Like, oh crap, I hate this stuff. And then I realize I'm going to cut that stuff out, and I realize I don't know else what to eat. I don't know. I have so many feelings. Yeah. So, I eventually want to figure out what kind of other foods I want to eat. So, as far as like keeping my macros consistent, because I have an idea of what I want to use for my contest prep, but I want to kind of have other foods I want to eat as well. That's kind of that's how if it's your macros guy kind of thing. We be able to eat a variety of foods, especially when you work with like a macro range. But I want to try to limit like the macro range as best as I can. Kind of trying to keep things on an even level with like maybe like a 1 to 2 gram discrepancy. But that's gonna be research. I got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that right now. But I will have tomorrow. I will have tomorrow. So just say. But anyways, yeah, everything's consistent. So that's kind of the plan for the week. Is just keep doing the same progression overload, keep progression, hit the weight up, variety of movements and such, and you should be good, right? Boom. Ugh. Now, let me talk about the overlapping vlogs, because I want to kind of incorporate the overlapping vlogs, the year one compared to year two. So I want to kind of do a comparison with them. And the vlog that I'm comparing for this one will be the vlog 45. Vlog 45. I watched that video earlier. I just couldn't remember the number. In that vlog, I described, or I talked about I was ending my deload week, and I still don't remember why I did a deload week, but I did. But I'll have to watch the vlogs for that. But I was ending the deload week. I discovered fat, and it was something that I was going to use for contest prep. And I talked about in a video where I was going to be eventually, once I start getting into it, getting into weightlifting, getting into trying to lose weight, and trying to progression, try to get progression every week, trying to lose weight every week, that I eventually will get obsessive. And to this day, I'm still kind of that mentality of some sort, because I'm still pretty obsessive about hitting progression, even though this is an off season. But I'm more laid back on it, I'm not too serious, especially with being happy that I'm able to eat a lot of food, because I think that's what keeps me sane, just being able to eat food. But as far as just knowing that you gotta lose weight, knowing you gotta lose weight, and the unknown factor that you don't know what your body image is gonna look like on stage, well, that was like for me back then one of the most gut wrenching things for me, because I'm trying to work towards something that I don't know what the end product will look like. So for the me right now, I'm gonna start prep soon, almost roughly around the same time that I did last year's prep, except I think I started a little bit earlier. I gotta watch the vlogs. But anyways, compared to the me right now, at least I know what my body image looks like. But for 2014, I want to improve on that. And so going into the unknown this time is, well, what will be an improved Ray look like for next year? That's something to really think about, and it's definitely something that I look forward to doing. And if I don't make it to that image, well, I do know what I roughly look like. I do know what I roughly look like on stage. So yeah, so if I can improve on that, I could have like a rough image of what I look like. So I do kind of think about that on a daily basis, but it's something that like I said, it's an unknown right now. What does an improved, like 100 times improved Ray looks like? What does a experienced you know nutrition readied progression a weightlifting progressed Ray will look like on stage? That is the question. Yes. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And yeah, it will be an obsession. I will probably fall into the same mentality as I did last year, where I started pushing like small things off to the side because it just seemed insignificant at the time. And 1 year later, those things were pushed off to the side, but I never accepted them back into my life. So I may burned a couple bridges, and I do definitely feel like crap because of that. Even to this day, it's like one of those things where I do regret. But if I did let those things kind of get into my head, it's just I know I'm gonna get unfocused. This is kind of like a little bit of story time. It's kind of the same thing what happened, or it will kind of create the same scenario with me back in high school. It was track and field, my final season. I was registered for the district meet, and I haven't been to the district meet in all my time in high school, while all my friends have. And I got into the district meet, and then I qualified for the regional meet, which is the meet right before state. So you got to qualify in the regionals to head to the state competition. And there was just so many things on my mind back then, or just one thing on my mind, one girl on my mind back then, that kind of just screwed things up. And I think it was just my focus was kind of like it was either or. It's like I could have been focused mentally for this competition, mentally and physically competition, or I could try to get this girlfriend. So this is what happened. So this didn't work out. So my head was fucked up going into this, and going into that regional meet, I was like 100% like not into it. I wasn't into it. I knew going into it that in my 100-meter dash I wasn't going to do good. I knew going in, and when I knew I didn't do good in the 100, guess what? In the 200, I kind of just winged it. I didn't care. I still remember that day. I was like, I looked at coach. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do well. He's like, just do what you can. I'm like, okay. And so that's what I did. And then everything just started falling apart as well. Like my 4x1, we got disqualified at the regional meet. That's kind of like another story, but I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I feel like kind of just more off topic. I feel like I'm this kind of bad luck sort of person. So you know, if you see me like in the gym, like I'm working out alone and such like that, or I don't seem to be more open, especially like maybe like in the social scene, I just don't seem to open up. I'm like in this kind of like caution mode, right? If I get to know a person, they get to know me, we get to be friendly and such like that, or and then I say something wrong or something goes wrong, and I don't know how to approach it. Something goes bad, shit hits the fan, and then it's like, game over, So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like I'm just like this living joke, this bad luck and such. But I've been kind of proving that to myself that through this whole time that I'm not that kind of person. I'm not what I'm always bringing myself down with. So I'm trying to stay positive down the way. So I'm trying to bring all that back. But up to this point, the stuff that I kind of pushed aside, that I didn't want to really think about, I do regret. I do regret it, like a lot, and I feel like there's no way to repair it. But let's not get depressed because eventually everything will get better. Everything will get better, right? So stay positive, people, because if you let your past get to you, if you let kind of like the now get to you and such like that, there's just no means to strive for tomorrow. You just need to make sure that the words kind of fell out of my head. You just want to be able to live through the day to day and then see what can be done tomorrow. And that's how I see life. There's always something for me to do tomorrow, and then on. I want to see what's going to happen tomorrow. So I thought this was going to be short, but anyways, ugh, I need to finish this protein shake. I need to finish my calories. I need to head to bed. I need to start writing this video. So stay tuned and bye. Peace.